Good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions, Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary. It's Monday, September the 29th. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend and looking forward to today and this week's trading activity. I'll be doing RFD TV this morning, 8:15 Central Time, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning as well. It's fairly busy report week this week. We have small grains, stocks, and summary report on Tuesday. Of course, export sales and other reports on Wednesday, Thursday of this week. And then on Friday, we have the monthly unemployment numbers. So those will be very active moving type markets and reports to influence our grain. So let's look at overnight prices here. U.S. dollar index a little bit softer. We'll talk about the trend of that dollar in our TV segment tonight. Nat gas is softer. Crude oil pulling back after trying to break out to the upside last week. We're seeing a pullback into the trading range that we've been in here recently. Stock market moving sharply higher this morning in early dealings along with gold and silver, while corn down 2, beans and a nickel lower in the night session, and the wheat is fractionally lower as well. So we're coming up here at the end of September. That is the end of the quarter as well. And we're getting into the home stretch for 2025, amazing as it is already. Follow us on Twitter, Midwest Markets, Brian Hoops. We'll be very active there. And visit our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com. Sign up for a free trial of our daily newsletters, our daily video series, and our text message service as well. So let's talk about some news here and features of the market. All right, so looking at some harvest news here, and activity is expected to pressure and weigh on values early part of this week as the upper Midwest in the 6-10-day forecast has above normal temperatures and virtually no precipitation. It was a pretty active harvest weekend for producers making corn, soybean harvests in the fields this weekend. Saw a lot of combines running as I went up to Minneapolis and back. And a lot of combines in the fields, a lot of crop to get out of the field yet, and we'll have crop progress this afternoon kind of telling us exactly how much of the crop is still out there. But it's going to be very warm, dry conditions here, nearly ideal for harvest activity. On Tuesday, that's tomorrow, September 30th at 11 o'clock, USDA will release quarterly stocks report. That report gives us ending stocks for both corn and soybeans, as well as wheat, as of September the 1st. And we also have the small grain summary report that really will influence the wheat market. The average analyst projects corn stocks to be 1.337 billion bushels. Estimates range from 1.26 up to 1.45, and soybean stocks around 323 million bushels with a range of 295 up to 360 million bushels. Wheat stocks 2.043 billion, estimates of 1.925 all the way up to 2.135. That's a big range for wheat, and all wheat production should be right around 1.925 billion bushels. That's down slightly from last month and about 50 million below year-ago levels. Spring wheat production will be closely watched as we did not have wheat production numbers in the September supply and demand report. We will in the October. And spring wheat production unchanged from last month at 484 and down from last year's 592 million bushels. Last week in the cattle markets, we saw lower cash trade. Not a surprise. The lower cash trade, lower cutout values here are helping actually to restore the packer margins just a little bit. They're still well in the red, but not as bad as what they were before this cash trade developed. But cash in the south, $2.37 live, $2 to $3 lower than a week ago. In the north, $2.32 to $2.35, down 1 to 6 from the prior week. Cutout values softened last week. The choice lost almost $14, and select was down $7.86 a week in the last week. So cutout values really struggling in here. We haven't seen the Packers cut kills yet, and I think they'll going to start to do that here to try and prop up their lost margins. We also had cold storage report out on Friday, and beef in freezers down 1%, but up 2% on the year. Pork supplies down 3% and down 13% from a year ago. Have a great day, everyone. Good luck, good trading. This has been Brian Hoops for Midwest Markets.